My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. I have worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I'm trying to get my lighting here. Anyway, this is the home of the 5-minute or less video. I'll tell you everything you need to know within that 5 minutes. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on my staff. You can look me up on my website at 777irs.com. Many of you may have seen me on television. That's how I got most of my viewers. I have over about 4,500. I do a number of TV interviews, and I do this station for 3 reasons. So you know the truth, so you get insider information from a former IRS agent to educate you, and to make sure you have the information to make a really good decision in this space. As a former IRS agent, I've worked about 10,000 cases. My team, we've worked thousands of IRS cases. We've been doing this a long time, and we are true national experts really in this. And today I'm going to be talking about the debt settlement industry and really what you need to know and what's a good company to really choose from and how to make that decision and marks of those. As a former IRS agent, I taught the offer and compromise program, or the debt settlement company, or the debt settlement, they're really called the offer and compromise. I used to accept offers and deny offers. Peter Salinger on my team is a group manager who's worked over 2,000. He was a manager's manager who actually headed an entire offer and compromise group. So Peter and I are two of the most authorities really in the United States on offers. I get a lot of calls of people wanting to do offers, but more calls that people have been ripped off by companies. And that's today really where I want to address and give you some insight into the industry, what you need to know and what you need to look for. As a former agent working these offers, most people don't know how to do an offer. They don't know how to come up with right numbers, and that's why your offer fails. So what I want to tell you about, first of all, in choosing the right company, you don't need to look at the reviews, the BBB. All those can kind of be altered. People buy reviews, they buy stars. So that's really a bad indicator of those. 2 things you need to do. So as a former IRS agent, if you're calling our firm, you need to speak to somebody who worked the offer and compromise program. So if you're calling another firm, you're not calling us, you need to make sure you're speaking to an attorney, a CPA, and enroll agent. Why? Those are the only people licensed to speak to Internal Revenue Service on your behalf. 90% of all the other companies are companies that you call, you're speaking to salesmen. They ask you a series of questions to find out how much they can collect from you. They don't have a clue about an offer. They sound good. They sound like they've worked offers because they're reading off a script and they've learned from the scripts. But the fact is, if they're not going to work the offer, they can't really comment because they don't know really what the hell's going on. And the majority of calls that I get, people have been ripped off by salespeople that sound really good. Many times you're going to go on YouTube and see someone all dressed up with all the books behind them in a nice suit. Let me tell you how you know you're hiring the right person. A, the person is licensed to practice in Internal Revenue Service. And number 2, and it's the big thing, and it should be number 1, you must give that person the IRS financial statement that you're going to be submitting for the offer and compromise. Without that form, nobody knows whether your offer is going to get accepted. If you were to go ahead and call our firm and said, hey, is this a good offer and compromise? Do you think it's going to go through? Will you represent us? You're going to have to send me the IRS form 433A. I don't ask for the 433 OIC, but the 433A. Why? Because IRS is going to use that to determine, listen to me, to determine if your offer and compromise is going to go through. You have to fill out the actual form that's going to IRS. to give someone all these little facts and figures that they're asking for to find out how much they can bill you isn't going to work. If you send the firm the financial statement, the person who's working that case at that firm, the attorney, the CPA, or the enrolled agent, they'll be able to tell you how much at that point in time your case is probably going to be settled for, and if your offer in fact is going to go through. If that doesn't happen, good chance you're going to get ripped off, good chance you're going to pay someone a big fee, good chance they're going to tell you your offer is going to go through, and number 4, the best chance your offer is going to fail and you wasted your money. So make sure you're speaking to the licensed person at the firm that's working your case. Number 1. Number 2, make sure you're sending them the actual form that you're going to send in the IRS. Those are the 2 things that you need to know so you don't get ripped off. So if you call us, you're going to speak to usually a former IRS agent first, and you're going to send me the form, and then I'll tell you, A, whether your offer is going to go through, or number 2, if it's going to go through, what IRS is going to settle for. I've worked so many offers, I'm going to tell you what IRS is going to take in your case, and probably I'll be able to modify it and actually get you a lower settlement. But if you're not using us, just remember those marks. Speak to the licensed person at that firm. If you have any questions, you'll find me in the description section. Thank you so much for listening. Don't get ripped off. Please, more than anything, don't get ripped off by these companies. They charge thousands of dollars, and many of them are just lying to you right through their teeth. Thank you.